everywhere just now. Fucking creepy ass house. All right. Donkey Brain, thank you for the 21 months. Love you, dude. Thanks for all the content. Loving the streams. Yeah, I love you, man. Sorry I was gone so long. I literally just had to eat and piss and change, and it was a lot. More like give Will kissies in the chat than get ignored. Bro, what are you talking? Bro, I was playing a game. Fuck you. Gotta wait for the nightly say goodnight to Will and he doesn't read it. Shut up, man. Name of that song is Vamos a la Playa. You play Captain Jack to celebrate? No. All right. Here's the sitch, fellas. I have my summer car, but I want to save that for its own day, I think. You know what I mean? What did Will do to die in the long drive? Poop. Why is this your security question? Spoilers. Little Minecraft, just not enough time, man. I'm not doing like 40 minutes of Minecraft or like 40 minutes of RuneScape. It seems stupid. What do I have here? I wish I gotta like have a better game plan. I just wasn't sure how long that game was gonna take. I thought maybe it'd be like a 2-hour game, you know? How about we could watch that McDonald's training video that I was gonna watch. I want to watch that. How do I find it? Not that.
Move on to Japan.
A long lost Nintendo DS game. React Andy. Don't read my Twitch Prime sub, just look at my Insta DM. I think you have to refresh it to share it. I don't know if you subbed, but you have to refresh it if you want to share. I'm not playing Long Drive again. Sorry, man. Like I'm done with that game. I pretty much did all I want to do. The only thing left to do in that game is drive for 300 hours. And I don't really think that I'm going to do that. Sorry. Okay. I kind of want to watch this. How do I watch this video? But share, copy the link, and then just put the link in here. Aha.
Move on.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna react, Andy, I think. Reacting to testing people's diamonds. What is testing people's diamonds? Why did you just time me out for that? I didn't even time anyone out. I didn't click anything. Can you Google Greek Island from Big Blue? Greek Island from Big Blue. I see. We're watching this thing. Should I full screen and then have my thing on this side and then do like that, you know? Window capture. This. Window capture. Properties. You gonna do a watch party for the next Swampletics video? My problem with doing that is like I don't actually want to take views away from settled, you know. Mr. Monotone, thank you for the 20 months. I'm worried people are gonna like try to cancel me, you know. Like the Redditors are gonna come for me. So if I go like that and then I go like that, maybe it's okay. It doesn't really look that good. But what about that? Then it's like super scaled
on to
up.
Japan
Does that
because
look good? Does that look decent? I think it's fine. I think this is the react zone. Mochi, did you just let yourself into my room? You dirty dog. You see that? Yeah, Mr. Monotone, thank you, dude. Make the cam a bit bigger. Damn, man, flattered. I'm flattered you'd say such a thing. How's that? Is that good?
What happens if you put the world's best-selling handheld?
Oh, I got to change the category. I want to watch this. Watching McDonald's training video.
Any pounders in the chat?
Man, I don't use Twitch, I just have Prime. Just look at my DM and see if you have doppelgangers.
Okay, let me check this guy's DM. This is important. This is very important. This guy has told me to check my DMs multiple times. Let's see here. Are you the guy that sent me a TikTok that says starts with 3 inches? Is that you? Oh, some other guy. Wow, 2 people sent me the same TikTok. Interesting. Must be funny. Anyway, not gonna watch it. This guy sent me a photo of him next to me. He doesn't really look like me, honestly. I don't really see it personally. What do you guys think? Anyway, that guy sent me that. Is that what you wanted? Wait, was that you? SC Roland? You said doppelgangers. And then the other photo is this, which I don't know what this means. It's just it's like a quadrant of photos of this guy. Is this you? Some sort of political compass. He's not even answering me. Yo, Roland, what is this, man? Which one are you? Oh, is this you? Are you the guy that's like, it's my friend's birthday, he's your biggest fan, and he would love one of your Cal Fight Queen shirts? Do you have any left lying around? Is that you? That must be you. You must have met doppelgangers by... I don't know which guy you are, man. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Thanks, Poppy. Oh. So wait, he already did check. All right, well, here's the full screen. I got to get back to that other guy. Do you guys see it or no? It's okay. It's not terrible.
Game machine in the world's biggest burger chain.
Black DSIs donning the McDonald's M came with unique DS cartridges containing training software.
And Mike, how exactly are they teaching the McD's members
You
with
think I
the
could play this
was it
game?
the NSDS or something like that?
The DS.
Perhaps someone out there watching this video knows more than we do. But for now, the McDonald's training game is a mystery.
Brutal to that guy, SoCal. Pretty rude.
金沢市内のマクドナルドでソーセージエッグマフィンを食べた男性から異物が入っ
In the year 2010, McDonald's
Dude, I want
Japan
that
announced
McDonald's
something
pin.
shocking. In March of that year, the company revealed a brand new
I want that. Can somebody please get that to the P.O. box? I'll wear that anytime I wear a suit for the rest of my
program
life.
to train part-time McDonald's employees, a partnership to create an exclusive piece of software for the Nintendo DS. This unassuming little cartridge would then go on to become one of the rarest Nintendo DS games of all time.
I want to play
Today,
it.
I'll be telling you the story of this legendary game and how, in June of 2020, one of the last known copies disappeared into the hands of an anonymous collector forever.
Damn, dude.
Now, this program was a big deal for McDonald's
Wait, so
Japan.
is it
the
not
company
available?
claimed that
We'll
this
find
cartridge
out.
would allow them to train new employees in half the time it would usually take. It was a huge investment for the company, too. This whole endeavor of manufacturing and distributing these carts was costing them roughly 200 million yen, or $2 million, and that's not even counting the cost of developing the software itself. And while the title of the game isn't particularly exciting, the official name is eCrew Development Program, the
That's a sick
contents of this
name.
cartridge are fascinating. From what little we know, the game was surprisingly robust, with just a ton of personality, lots of custom sprite work, and even
They make you listen to sicko mode, and they're like, if somebody comes up and plays this song, you have to give them the Travis Scott meal.
some rudimentary 3D where the little boxes the hamburgers come in.
It has the whole song in there.
This game shows trainees how to assemble a quarter pounder with cheese. You can also learn how to cook fries and clean your workstation.
I want to play it, bro. I want to play it.
And I say what little we know because for the past decade, this game has been completely lost to time. For about 10 years now, this unassuming little blue cartridge has been the holy grail for many Nintendo collectors. While nobody knows precisely how many copies were manufactured, estimates range from a few hundred to a few thousand, one thing is for sure, this game, if you can even call it a game, is highly sought after. Now, this tactic of taking something that appeals to the young people of Japan and deploying it as a recruitment tactic is something McDonald's Japan has done many times before. Among the most memorable examples would be this anime-style Join the McDonald's Crew campaign from a few years back, featuring members of popular idol group AKB48.
Thank God they didn't run those ads in America, bro. Oh my God, man. We would witness just a breakdown of society. All of the weebs would join McDonald's en masse. It might actually be good. I mean, what other fields are they going into, really? Probably just being neats.
This game is so rare, in fact, that it even spawned conspiracy theories that it never existed in the first place. I've come across YouTube comments before claiming that this game is a total hoax and it's just people mixing up some Hilton PSP game for training employees and transposing a memory onto McDonald's. And of course, the existence of that Bloomberg news report I showed you at the beginning kind of contradicts the whole this game is a hoax
What are you
theory.
talking about?
But strangely, that Bloomberg news report has...
Who's this YouTube commenter, bro? Buck Bumble? Buck Bumble? He's like, nah, dude, it's a hoax. It's not even if there was, a Japan exclusive cards wouldn't be rare. And I can assure you, based on similar products, it would have shown up in Mandrake or other similar stores several times.
PSP game for training employees, Berg news report I showed you at the beginning,
dude.
kind of contradicts the whole this game is a hoax theory. But strangely, that Bloomberg news report has remained the closest look we've ever gotten at gameplay for 10 years now.
And Bloomberg's Mike Fern went to McDonald's training center in the heart of Tokyo.
And that game is a little bit trickier than it looks, actually. If you don't get everything exactly right, it won't let you shake your fries. Japan, the only country where McDonald's uses the DS to train staff.
Somehow, in the time since that Bloomberg reporter paid a visit to McDonald's Japan HQ, we have never really gotten a close look at the game, and nobody has really gotten their hands on the cartridge, or at least everybody who has gotten their hands on the cartridge has kept it completely to themselves. Or at least that was the case until December 2018, when a user on assemblergames.com named Code1038 made the following post announcing he'd gotten his hands on the game.
I love forums,
Hello guys.
dude.
I found this very rarest cartridge a year ago, and I'm still at same point. I can't reach hidden menu to see 3D Burger and play games. I've tried with famous Japanese speaker to enter in it, but unfortunately, I need a code. I've made this little video what I can do. Help needed. Now maybe you're confused, so I'll explain. Code 1038 on this...
I can't believe you nerds actually think this game exists. Take it from me, Buck Bumble, it's a definite hoax.
Forum, also known as Cody Tontweet on YouTube, had actually gotten his hands on a copy of this coveted game. However, and here's the incredibly intriguing part, he had been stuck for years on the title screen because the title screen required a password. Cody had even included a video captured directly from his copy of the game showing the issue. And sure enough, this gameplay video, the only gameplay video we have of the McDonald's training game, is only 2 minutes long because he couldn't get past the title screen. And while it's only 2 minutes long, what's in those 2 minutes is unbelievably intriguing. First off, there's this amazing opening cutscene. And then there's my personal favorite part, the incredible main menu music, which, if you listen closely, you'll note is a reorchestrated chiptune interpretation of the classic McDonald's ba-da-ba-ba-ba jingle. Just listen. But tragically, this was all Cody could see. Even though he owned the cartridge, he could only watch that title screen and get to that main menu over and over, and had been stuck there, according to him, for a year. Now, this in and of itself is extremely weird. The idea of a Nintendo game cartridge with a unique password to lock out unintended players is already very unusual. But the fact that this functionality was built into what is also arguably...
It's 069420. Come on, man. How many? You think someone on the forums didn't make that joke already? You think it's that forum post has been up since 2018 and someone hasn't?
The single rarest...
What game is this? It is a DS game that was created by McDonald's with the sole intention of training employees.
This Nintendo DS game ever manufactured made the whole thing even more intriguing. Now, making things even trickier is the fact that Cody refused to share the contents of the cartridge. In the comments of his video, and all over the internet, people have begged him to dump the game. The comments on the video are now locked, but in this video by the YouTuber Blame It On Jorge, you can see somebody asking Cody to please dump the ROM and him saying, smiley face, that's illegal, smiley face.
Fuck
Even going back to his initial forum
What
thread, Cody said,
dickhead.
P.S. I can't share ROM. And when another user insisted that Cody dump the cartridge, he stood firm. Quote, law is law, and I've already stuff for dumping. Sharing is still illegal by law, and I'm very strict for this point. I've bad personal experience about illegal download. I'm working with people who are very strict about information.
I've bad personal experience about illegal download, bro. Not a thing you should say ever. Just definitely not a thing you should ever say. Like that, you're basically, man. This man got FBI raided for torrenting hentai. Pretty much where my mind went, yeah.
Information sharing. In other words, Cody would not be dumping the cartridge and distributing it online, so picking the game apart inside the software and looking for the password was not going to be an option. Now, while researching all this, I reached out to a video game...
So why would anyone help him, is my question. If he's like, can you guys help me with this? But also, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Like, that just seems like... Who didn't get a virus on LimeWire? I just don't get it, man. Why would anybody be like, oh yeah, man, no problem, let me help you then, if he's refusing to dump it?
Conservationist and translator named Samuel
You just want a
Messner to
password?
ask him about
Fuck
this
you,
phenomenon.
I'm not giving you the password if you're not going to dump it.
Why do collectors keep these one-of-a-kind games hoarded for themselves?
Yeah, so this is an issue that is a bit hard to dodge, because whenever you've got something that's valuable, the only thing that's going to drive you to do anything that decreases that value is altruism and idealism, right? And personally, I'm very much an idealist, so that's what I would do. But some people, are not very into the idea that things they have in their collection would suddenly be worth so much less.
Now, despite Cody's insistence on not...
Here's the thing, it wouldn't necessarily be worth less. Because look, right here. People pay insane amounts of money for physical copies of games. They don't care if the game's available. They don't care if other people have the games. It doesn't matter. It's about the physical cartridge.
Not sharing, the members of the now defunct Assembler Games forum did their very best to help him out. They translated the menus for him, picked apart his extracted game saves that he uploaded, attempted to contact Japanese game collectors for help, and nothing. They came up completely empty-handed. Eventually the forum shut down and the quest hit what looked like a permanent dead end.
I like the pants. What are you rocking?
Now, for over a year, this was where the story ended. There was no real movement on Cody's hunt to get access to this game. But then in June of 2020,
you could hypothetically brute force it, but it's a 6-digit code.
Any pounders in the chat?
I'm pretty sure it was 6 digits because the guy made the joke 069420. So like, brute forcing a 6-digit code would take so fucking long unless you had a program to do it. And even then, it would take so fucking long, dude. Even, actually, yeah, even with a program, it would still take you like a year. Anonymous, thank you for giving sub to basically Andrew. Love you.
Just a few months ago, there was an enormous development. Over on Yahoo Auctions Japan, a seller by the name of Nanvata0122 was selling a copy, an actual copy, of the McDonald's training game. And that would have been exciting enough on its own, but the thing that made this auction really special is that from the photos, you could tell that whoever this mysterious person is who was selling the game actually had the password. In all the photos of the game, you could see it being played. There was actual gameplay on the screen. This person...
He has the McDonald's DS?
Had the password that Cody needed, the password for this specific cartridge, which was completely unprecedented. Now, the thing is, Nanvata0122 clearly knew what this was worth, because they listed this auction at a whopping 345,000 yen, the equivalent of about 3.5 thousand US dollars.
I mean...
Still, the item description was clear. You weren't just paying for this very rare game.
I feel like people would pay more than that if it's one of a kind, basically. Right? Because, like, people are like... Dude, literally people pay fucking $60,000 for a fucking Pokemon box. And there's like 20 of those Pokemon.
And the equally rare matte black McDonald's logo branded DSi included in this
DSi,
auction
bro.
was the
That's
code
so sick.
required to boot the game up. For the very first time in 10 years, there was finally a path forward.
To be fair, it was an auction, and that was the starting price. I just realized.
To finally see what secrets the Japanese McDonald's training game had, but there was an enormous 350,000 yen roadblock in the way. Cody reappeared now on a new forum called Obscure Gamers and posted, "I found a guy on Yahoo Auctions Japan who has full access to menu. I need someone to contact him and get access."
What is going on in the Obscure Gamers forums, man? This is definitely a place for people that have gotten in trouble for some illegal downloads, you know? In past.
But, of course, that never happened. No one was able to reach out to Nanva0122, and besides, there's no way this person would be giving up this password. And then, the auction just sat there for weeks, with seemingly no one willing to fork up the cash for this very, very, very rare game. That was until July 9th at 9 p.m. Japan time.
Oh, shit.
When an anonymous person placed a sniper bid at the last second, won the game, and then vanished.
Bro, who bought it?
That was 4 months ago now. And ever since that auction ended, nobody has stepped forward as the owner of this game.
In 2020, one was put up for sale on Yahoo Japan Auctions with one of the training cartridges and sold for the equivalent of around $3,200.
Yeah, to put this guy's
Most
voice in
people
this
have
video.
just assumed that it went into the hands of a private collector, someone who's as fascinated as you and I about Nintendo history, who has no intention of ever sharing this precious gem with the outside world. Seemingly,
Probably.
this person was perfectly content to just enjoy this game themselves and never let us see what the gameplay looked like. Just as quickly as it had appeared, the game had once again vanished.
Goddamn,
and
bro.
so too had the world's only opportunity to actually experience the gameplay of the McDonald's training game. And until now, this has been where this story ends. An unsatisfying and predictable outcome that honestly paints a pretty grim picture of the state of video game preservation.
Okay, but I respect the guy. That private collector that took that video, or took that game, and just probably played it himself, got trained to be a 2000s Japanese McDonald's employee, and then just kind of put it on a shelf and just kind of let it chill. I feel like I respect that guy more, because if I bought it, I'd be like, yo, I'm going to play this for, you know, views, right? I feel like that's more vain than like just kind of having it. Anyway.
But I'm here to tell you that there's more to this story. A lot more. Because, viewer, I've been keeping a secret from you. See, the person who placed that bid, the person who won that $3,500 auction for the McDonald's DS game,
No.
the person who now owns the only copy with the password included,
No.
that person is me. All right, let's back up. 4 months ago, I received a comment on one of my videos saying you have to make a video about the lost Japanese DS game made for McDonald's employees. And while I don't normally solicit video ideas from my YouTube comments, this idea immediately hooked me. I had no idea that this cartridge existed, and the more I looked into it, the more fascinated I became by this whole thing. It wasn't long before I found myself on a forum thread where one user said, "I found an auction, but it's too darn expensive, it ends on Thursday." The thing is, when I came across this thread, it was already Thursday. Frantically, I clicked the auction link, and there I was staring down a copy of the game I had just spent an entire night researching, and there were just 30 minutes left. For that entire half hour, I was just pacing in front of my desk, trying to decide whether or not this purchase could be worth it. I kept talking myself into it, and then talking myself out of it over and over, and then finally, I caved. With 2 minutes left on the auction, I clicked the place bid button and saw this. Turns out the website I was using had a 300,000 yen limit on my account, and the auction was seconds away from ending. And as I watched it slip away, I was pretty bummed out, but also kind of relieved that this temporary insanity that had taken over me hadn't driven me to spend a preposterous amount of money on a piece of McDonald's employee training software from Japan.
Pussy.
With the auction over, I refreshed the page,
scared money don't make no money,
to see if some other last-minute bidder had swooped in and stolen it. And lo and behold, that's when I realized that the auction had been set to automatically relist. This meant that I now had 6 whole days to formulate a plan to get my hands on this thing. Now, maybe you've noticed that when it comes to placing the actual bids, I'm not doing it through Yahoo Auctions Japan directly. I'm doing it through another website called Bai. That's because most sellers on Yahoo Auctions Japan do not offer international shipping. And that's where Bai steps in. In essence, they allow international customers like you and me to shop directly for items on Yahoo Auctions Japan, Mercari, Rakuten, and a ton of other
Weebs, look away. Weebs, look away. Don't use this website. Don't find out about this. This is gonna ruin your life. You're gonna spend all your money on Japanese shit.
Online retailers. The way Bai works is that these items you buy are then shipped to Bai's warehouse, packed together in one package, and then shipped to you all as one big thing to save you time, hassle, and a lot of money.
What was that?
All as one big thing.
Super Monkey Ball Guide?
To save you time, hassle,
prize out Sonic?
and a lot of money.
I want this shit. I'm
Now,
going to
I've
this
partnered
website.
with Bai before on videos, like for this unboxing
I'm
of
a
a ton
weeb
of
for
Japan
Nintendo,
exclusive
sure,
Super Monkey
man.
Ball and Mario
I'm not
items.
buying fucking
But
cum
this was
figurines or whatever
different.
those things are
This
called.
time I was going to be asking them a way bigger question. I wanted to know if there was any chance Bai would be willing to help me out and assist me in securing this historic video game. Amazingly, they said yes. Now, I can't tell you how happy I was when Bai said yes to this proposition. And with their help, I placed the bid, waited, and then won the auction. However,
that's insane.
There was still one enormous hurdle left to clear. See, it's still 2020, and over the summer, as a temporary precaution due to current world events, Japan actually halted shipping in or out of the country. See, Japan's primary mail provider is Japan Post, and Japan Post had an enormous list of countries who they were forbidding all mail to be sent or received from, and included on that list was my home country, the United States of America.
Greatest country on earth. Damn, that's crazy. So you think he's gonna fly?
This posed an enormous problem. I needed to devise a way to somehow get this game out of Japan at a time when mailing things in and out of Japan was strictly forbidden. Out of options and desperate for some sort of resolution, I knew what I had to do. And it's not what you think. See, normally in a situation like this, my solution, as you probably could have guessed if you've seen my other videos, would be to go to Japan and secure the package myself. But not only had Japan halted all mail in or out of the country, they've also halted all tourism in and out of the country. So
he has to sneak into the country by sea.
There was no way I'd be getting in. So I'm sure you can understand my predicament here. I effectively had to figure out a way to book a flight to Tokyo in search of answers at a time when booking a flight to Tokyo in search of answers is literally against the law. Luckily, I had an ace up my sleeve. See, around this time last year, my younger...
Yo. This fit goes off, dude. Yo. This fit is unreal, dude. Who is this guy? Graphic fashion design student based in Tokyo, Japan for design, modeling, or styling work, DM. Followed by, damn, 72 more. This guy was... This is your younger brother?
Your brother Mark actually moved to Tokyo to go to university.
Mark
While
fucks,
all
dude.
foreign residents of Japan,
Mark
including
is
people with
sick.
student visas, have been forbidden from leaving and re-entering the country during the pandemic, my brother had just been granted special permission to head back to the United States for a few weeks for a mandatory medical checkup. And by the way, just to reassure you, he got his checkup and everything's fine. So here's my idea. If I could somehow get this game into Mark's hands before his flight back to America, he could theoretically smuggle the McDonald's DS out of Japan in his luggage,
This
and the
guy
package
has so
would be
many
secure.
Literally the best
Now,
part
for
of this
whatever
video
reason,
is just
I
Mark's
felt a
fits.
real sense of urgency with this mission. Blame It on Jorge's video that mentioned this McDonald's game had shined an enormous spotlight on it, and I couldn't shake the feeling that someone else might beat me to the punch on this. Now, a couple weeks after winning the auction, the item finally arrived at Bai's warehouse, but I was really running out of time. By this point, it was July 28th, and my brother's flight to America was just 3 days away. An incredibly narrow window to get this thing delivered. So if this
Yeah.
item didn't arrive quickly, this plan was doomed. For
Why doesn't he
two
just go
very
pick it
stressful
up?
days, this
Come on, Mark.
possibility hung over my head that after all this work, after all the money we'd spent, and after everything else had lined up so perfectly, a simple scheduling issue could unravel this entire plan. Then, on July 30th, I got this Discord message from my brother.
Yeah. I mean, that's just such a good setup for a joke, man. I mean, come on. Anyway.
The package had been secured.
Arigato.
So while I was packing up my stuff to get ready to return to America here in a few days, I am pretty sure that I heard a certain package arrive at my doorstep. So we're gonna go check that out.
Dude, why does Mark have a YouTube? I mean, this guy's so much more cool.
Not only is the inside of this cardboard box an incredibly rare, one-of-a-kind make and model of DS, it also could potentially hold trade secrets of the McDonald's Corporation. So I'm gonna be very careful opening this. You know, who knows what kind of, like, this could be bugged. Maybe I could have the McDonald's corporate team busting down my door with riot shields any second now.
Mark is like just more charismatic.
With barely a day left before his
funnier,
flight, Mark safely
better
packed the
looking.
McDonald's DS into his enormous blue suitcase, and soon he was on his way to Tokyo's Haneda airport.
I mean, this guy's sick.
And to be honest with you, the particulars of whether or not Mark would even be able to leave were kind of a big question mark. Jumping through the
Yeah, I was
hoops
gonna
to get all the
say.
paperwork filled out so that Mark could return home was
What
an
are
enormous
these
hassle.
sneakers he's
And there was no
got?
real guarantee he would even be able to leave, much less get back into the country. Mark entered the airport, and with virtually all flights in and out of Japan canceled due to the pandemic, Haneda's international terminal was a ghost town. Everywhere he looked, seats were blocked off, forbidding people from sitting next to each other, a measure that ultimately proved redundant since almost every seat in the airport was unoccupied.
The creator of this video got canceled for wait, really? Dude, can you just wait till I'm done with the I don't even know who this guy is, man. All right, someone just sent me this. Let me just enjoy something. I don't condone whatever this guy did, but I do condone whatever Mark does because he's sick.
Unoccupied. Soon it was time for Mark's flight, and a few minutes later, Mark found himself on board a virtually empty airplane from Tokyo to the United States.
Oh, hell
Meanwhile, halfway across the world, me and my family were on our way to the airport to go meet Mark and see him for the first time since the pandemic. I was extremely excited. Excited, of course, to see my brother for the first time since 2019, something that seemed almost impossible to pull off in the midst of COVID, but also excited that the world would finally get a close look at this legendary and mysterious game for the first time ever. We arrived at the airport, masked.
Like his parents are like, dude, why are you recording yourself like this whole time? Like, don't you excited to see your brother? And he's just like, he's just in the, like, this dude is the Hamburglar IRL. All right, yeah, they meet Mark.
Is delayed. I mistake.
Mark, sick fit, bro. The Darth Maul shirt actually fucking fitted up. Once again, this man just, he doesn't miss. He does not fucking miss. This is
Mark
a long
explained to me
story.
that due to a baggage snafu with the airline, his luggage had not wound up on his flight home with him. I mean, here we had this incredible step, just exercise some patience. Airline just finally wanted to do 10 running on actual Nintendo.
Okay, here we go.
The one thing I could do was start preparing.
Okay.
See, even if everything went perfectly and the airline found this bag and returned it to us, that was only half the battle. I didn't just want to own this McDonald's training cartridge, I wanted to document it. I wanted to finally give the world its first up-close look at what the Mc gameplay actually consisted of. See, if I was going to do this, if I was going to put in all this time, effort, energy, and money, I wanted to do it the right way. I wanted to capture the game as it was actually played by McDonald's employees back in 2010, running on actual Nintendo hardware. So I started looking into solutions, and pretty quickly I realized what I wanted was a 3DS modified for video capture.
Interesting.
But here's the thing. In 2020, getting your hands on a 3DS capture device is much easier said than done.
Oh my god,
For example,
man.
check out this MLIG video from last April.
I wish we could say we were able to show you great ideas that you can go and try for yourself right now, but the reality is that at this moment, the 3DS is in kind of a bad place.
And what they say in that video is completely true. The availability of hardware-modified 3DSs in 2020 has dried up almost entirely.
No wonder this video is 50 minutes. This guy's life is just a series of tragic tales, one after another. The hurdles that he must conquer. His life is like a fucking Skyrim quest. It's like, I wish I woke up in the morning and like I wanted to go get a drink, but little did I know my shoes were nowhere to be found. There's one thing I do know about myself, and it's that I keep my shoes downstairs. Like, it's fucking, this is insane, dude. Every little thing this guy is just having a fucking existential crisis about, and he has to take 5 minutes to explain to us. Like, dude.
And from doing a ton of research, I realized that there was really only one person left on Earth who could help me with this problem. And that was a console modder based out of Germany named Stefan Merki. For years now, Stefan has run a shop called Merki.net, where he sells capture cards and hardware mods for the Nintendo 3DS. This site came up over and over in my research. By all accounts, Stefan was one of the best and most reliable hardware modders out there, able to install a full suite of capture devices and other useful hardware modifications, and he seemed like a perfect fit for this project. So, excitedly, I went to Stefan's website, and he had stopped selling them.
So
we chatted a bit via email with Merki.
You made this part of the you made this part of the video without checking if he had them in stock? You did. I'm just confused with this guy's order of operations. No wonder he has so many problems. How about you fucking check the website first before you put 5 minutes of the background of this guy in your video?
European distributor for both Katsukitty and Loopy kits. And he tells us that he is also getting out of the game once his existing stock is depleted. He seems to believe that his business can no longer count on receiving a return on investment for additional 3DS hardware.
Stefan had just posted an open letter on his website announcing that he was, sure enough, out of the modding game, retiring after 7 long years of modding Nintendo hardware for a living. Still, I knew I had to try, so I reached out to Stefan personally. I pleaded with this man, the Hattori Hanzo of 3DS hardware modification, trying my hardest to persuade this master of his craft into coming out of retirement for one last job. I explained the situation to Stefan, that I was painfully close to getting my hands on this ultra-rare DS game, and that I needed one of his devices to share it with the world. And it share it with the world.
Wow, my hero : D.
And it took some convincing, but eventually...
Would you consider yourself the Hatari Hanzo of RuneScape stream? I'm not a weeb. I don't know who that is.
But there was a caveat. Stefan said he would need me to send him some American 3DS hardware to modify. So I went out and purchased a brand new 2DS XL and mailed it off to Germany.
You're left-handed too.
Yep.
You're the smart one.
That's what I hear. More on that later. In the meantime, I also continued to closely monitor this piece of lost luggage. Balancing all these things, the auction, the missing baggage, trying to persuade a retired German modder to make me a custom 3DS for capture, it was overwhelming trying to keep all these plates spinning at once, especially knowing that if even one of these things fell through, the whole project would likely fall apart. Eventually, after hours of checking the luggage delivery link over and over and over, an update came in the next day. Yeah, wait, what does it say?
Airlines baggage information delivery info.
Oh, okay.
This is from an email address called welcome to where'smysuitcase.com.
Where is your suitcase?
Recently, your baggage was delayed while flying into Raleigh.
It's a great website.
You're receiving this email because we will be handling your delivery on behalf of American Airlines.
So far, so good.
We have entered your baggage claim into the system. You're working with the airline to get your baggage as fast to you as possible. If all goes according to plan, we'll get this bag by tonight at 10 p.m.
I mean, this is the closest I've ever been to this McDonald's DS. The trajectory is correct. It's on the right path.
It's in spitting distance.
It's past so many hands, you know? Who can really trust? What if a little greedy Gus at the airport snuck his hand in there and decided he wanted a McDonald's Game Boy? Who can say?
So
All right.
there's your info on that.
Thank you.
We're also playing Monkey Ball downstairs if you
Oh,
want.
what? What the f*** are you saying? The baggage had apparently arrived at our airport and was set to be delivered to our house that night. And then, on August 4th at 10 p.m., there was a knock on the door.
Hi. This is for Mark?
Yes. Yep. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
You too. Oh my gosh.
It had arrived.
Here it is. Oh, this is it, right, Mark?
Very precious cargo.
Indeed.
That was a really good effect. I gotta give it to him. That was good. That was really
Got
good.
the goods.
This is smuggled across country borders.
I just realized like all of this guy's belongings were lost for months, and like the most important thing when he's opening it, he's like, okay, I just want to get my McDonald's Game Boy. Like this guy's like all of his like school stuff, probably his computer, like I don't know, man. Months, I assume.
States. It's changed hands more times than I can count between postmen. Oh my gosh.
Everything is all jumbled up in here. This is not how I had everything.
Well, I suspect it was packed pretty safely by our friend in Japan, right? Oh my god, is this...
There's part one. There's part two. Wait a minute.
There's no way somebody...
This is great effect. They staged this.
Snatch it.
Here it
They
is.
staged this whole thing. Yeah, I mean, come
You never
on.
know with TSA, dude.
Come on. You know they fucking had that shit on the table 5 minutes before this was recorded, and you're like, okay, so hand me this part first, and then put this part in like the other side of the bag under the shoes, and then go for this last. I just kind of want to listen. I need to get every second I can out of this. This is a lot of ad revenue we were missing out on.
It wouldn't let me check it through, and that was the thought in my head just now. So
Yeah.
Taking it.
Getting lithium batteries through customs can be tricky.
So
Oh
I
my
believe
god.
what you have here is the charger. I
Okay.
think this is the actual device.
Okay.
That's based on how much it weighs.
Any pounders
All
in
right.
the chat?
So you haven't opened this part yet, right?
I haven't opened anything.
This is
Mean Typhoon, thanks for the sub. Love you, brother. Hope you're having a good
a
night.
huge moment.
Bruce Zipper, thanks.
Oh my gosh. This is so thoroughly wrapped. I'm grateful. It needed every bit of wrapping here. Okay, hang on a second. There's something pretty interesting going on here.
What? It's the game and then the DS. Like, what's interesting?
You ready?
Yeah, buddy. Damn, that is so sick.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Look at
I
the
gotta
matte
get some.
black McDonald's logo.
In great condition, I might add.
MKBHD would get a kick out of this, I think. It's in such good condition too. Shouts out to the McDonald's employee who took.
So it has a cartridge. It's not just pre-installed.
Oh, buddy. That's what she's. An unassuming
Cut
cartridge.
your fingernails, bro.
With incredibly high value and precious data.
Dude.
And then what is going on over here? Why is...
Did you send him a second one?
What is the second thing?
No
So this
way.
number, from the YouTube videos I've seen of the people who can't get past the title screen, I'm pretty sure there's a 6-digit code that's needed. Wait, there's another one? There's 2? What?
Damn. I mean, for
2
$3 grand.
McDonald's DSIs here.
For $3 grand,
Wow,
I mean.
they're both like in incredible condition too. That matte texture is so nice. The DSi is a very beautiful.
His brother
device.
also worked at McDonald's, and so he got a second DS.
Last piece of the puzzle here. Yeah, Mark, I think your suspicion is correct.
They always hook it up. McDonald's always hooks it up, dude. They always give you a deal, you know?
Yeah, pretty
you don't just get
standard
one Big Mac, you know? You get 2 for $5.
Oh my god. Wow, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert, for filming.
Insane.
At long last, this ultra rare game and allegedly the password for it was in our hands. This incredibly rare McDonald's branded DSi, this even rarer McDonald's Japan employee training game, and arguably the most precious part of all, the long lost unique 6-digit password that would let us access the game for the first time in 10 years.
This is what I've been waiting for 40
Finally,
minutes.
at long last, the game was safely in our hands, and that meant that there was only one piece of the puzzle left. And sure enough, a few days later, another package arrived, this time from Germany, containing the modded new 2DS XL. This was the final piece. This was the last ingredient necessary to share this game with the world.
Wait, so why is there candy on top? Do you think it's so that Customs doesn't, like, open it? I'm wondering, like, that would make it mad sus. Haribo's German, it's a treat. So he's just like nice.
From Germany, containing
I thought maybe
the
this was
modded
like illegal
new
to
2DS
own or
XL.
something. I don't know.
This was the final piece. This was the last ingredient necessary to share this game with the world.
3DS would be like
The
illegal.
only obstacle left to surmount was the language barrier. I can't read Japanese, but I know somebody who can. So I reached out to Samuel Messner again and asked him if he'd be down to join me for this first ever playthrough of the McDonald's DS training game. He agreed.
Man, I'm excited to see the icon for
Isn't his
it.
brother living in Japan? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait, you're right. I didn't even connect the dots. Dude. He just said fuck Mark. Damn, dude. The guy who brought you the game, you're gonna fucking cut him out of this to get fucking Mr. Messenger or whatever the hell his name is. That's fucked up, man. Mark is too base to be on screen anymore. I think he just didn't want to give Mark too much FaceTime because he knows that Mark is like the redeeming part of this video, you know?
Wait, this is a big moment for me. I have not actually turned this game on yet. I've played 0 seconds of this. As has everyone in the United States, as far as I can tell.
Oh my god, it's fancy!
Damn, I kind of wish that was what the cartridge looked like. Because it's got kind of a Feel the Magic XYXX vibe to it. Dude, I can't... I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I am loving it.
I want to play this game,
Wow.
dude. I have to play this game.
FMV! Oh my god. Dude. Happy McDonald's customers all over the world. So this opening video was on YouTube, but I avoided watching it because I didn't want to take away from that moment, and I made the right call. Wowee. All right, so we got 3 menu options here. Can you help me out with these?
Yeah. So the first one is a password input. The second is password, like change your password, and the third one is serial code input, which is probably what we're going to want to do here.
Oh, interesting. I feel like I'm defusing a bomb here. Dude, I don't know if you caught that. It's got the ba-da-ba-ba-ba jingle. It's incredible. It's so spiritual. Okay, this has to be it because it's a 6-digit code that only takes numbers. All right, let's punch this in. 4, 8, 5. Oops, I fucked up. Is this backspace in the lower right?
Yeah, it is.
4, 8, 2.
You had to include the fuck out. Like, dude, I mean, I'm sorry, but just like, get on with it. Like, come on, dude. Just play the game. I want to play this game. Fuck this guy. I'm going to play this game.
Beautiful. All right, here we go.
I'm going to speed run this. I'm
What
going
does
to
it say
get
at the
world record
bottom?
on this game.
Complete input. Right, let's see here. Oh no! The what you have entered is incorrect. Please enter the correct information.
Get fucked.
This moment, in all honesty, scared the crap out of me.
Get
My mind flooded with
absolutely
terrifying possibilities. Had
fucked,
this
man.
DS cartridge save game been
Oh
wiped
my
somehow? Had the
God.
seller sent me the wrong copy?
I think you
or
just pressed the wrong
worst of
menu,
all,
bro.
Were these photos fake? Had we been straight up scammed here? What if it's the password? What if they set the password to be, because it is a 6-digit password.
Try it. Yeah, why not?
I hope so, because I don't know what I'm gonna do if this doesn't work. Okay.
And here it says, please enter the 6-digit password that you yourself have decided. This is where I'm unsure whether this will actually work.
All right, 482500. I'm hoping this works. Yes! Yes! All right.
Just don't include the first
We're
part,
in.
bro.
We're in uncharted territory, man.
Dude, the password had worked. Wow, we got
We
the
saw it,
buns.
man.
2 pickles that's an iconic bit of McDonald's lore. 2 patties. I think I'm done. Oh, it's 3D! Now, our full playthrough of this game took over an hour, so I'm going to spare you from watching all of that and just show you the highlights.
I want to play this game so bad, bro.
Is this my name? Oh my god. All right, let's go with this guy then. Oh, let's get the egg.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Oh, this sound design is so good. Are you hearing that? Dude, the fact that it's like a sprite of a cow with a McDonald's M on it.
That's awesome.
Hey, my name is Donald McDonald. Okay, how many pickles on a double cheeseburger?
Easy.
Oh.
Easy. We're now getting an isometric view of the whole store.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Okay. It says that you can send an encouraging message to someone else in the McDonald's crew.
Dude, that is incredible. Now, as we played through this game, we just kept making discovery after fascinating discovery.
Is that Ronald McDonald's hand?
Way too much to put in this video. And side note, if you're one of the people crazy enough to want to watch all 73 minutes of this playthrough, you can just click the join button underneath this video and you'll get access to the entire thing as one of my channel members. Anyways.
Nice try there, Buster. Nice try. What a fucking 73 minutes? You thought you could just sneak that by me? You had to make that 3.5K back somehow? True.
It goes without saying that this was an immensely satisfying moment, playing through this game for the first time and having a translator by my side to help out. It felt like a victory. This is a great piece of history that we've uncovered here, and I'm looking forward to
He decided against
sharing
making
it
a
with the
member
world.
only.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
thank you for doing your part for
What is a member
video game
exactly?
preservation, man. This will be the first video material in
It
the
makes the part earlier about giving it up for altruism way funnier. Yeah, that is true.
world that actually goes into properly
so true.
what the game is like. This has existed
It's like a Twitch sub, but on
exclusively
YouTube.
within the memories for like a decade.
Yeah.
Let's be honest though, no one was going to document the McDonald's video game, DS game before you.
However, about 1 week after I recorded my playthrough with Samuel, I was catching up with a friend over FaceTime, and she asked me what I'd been up to lately. So I walked her through.
Weird flex. Weird, like, if this portion of this video is not extremely important that he included that detail, dude, I swear to God, this next part better be fucking good. There better be a significance to saying what he just said. I swear to God. Let's hear it. I'll hear him out.
Through this whole story, the long lost game, the Bloomberg video, the auction, the French guy Cody Tontweet who had a copy but couldn't get in because he didn't have the password, etc., and how I had just managed to get to it myself. And she says to me, "So wait, that password, was it an employee ID number or what?" So I go to Cody's video to show her the exact password screen the guy was stuck on, and I noticed something new. While showing her Cody's video, I spotted something in the description that I hadn't seen before. A new message that had been edited in since the last time I watched it, in French, in all capital letters, identifant-tu-vie. And beneath that, logins found with a YouTube link. I clicked the link.
Bro, if you... just for the love, just say, I saw this video and saw that Cody also got some logins. You don't have to fucking say, "Hey everyone, I was talking to a girl on FaceTime and she was like, oh, check the video." And say she 30 times? Bro, just say you watched the video. What are you doing? Who are you impressing? This fucking guy,
And it took me
man. I can't
to a
do
live
it
stream
with this
archive
guy.
broadcast on
I
YouTube
liked him 40 minutes and 6 seconds ago.
with
I really
131
did.
views, 58 minutes long, where Cody enters a password.
I'm losing my mind, dude. Is it the same password, though? Damn, so Cody got in,
And
bro.
it actually works.
I'm Team Cody.
He gets in, plays through the entire game, just like me and Samuel did. And here's the really devastating part. Cody's playthrough had been streamed live to YouTube on August
Any
30th,
pounders in the chat?
2020.
This music is
My playthrough with Samuel,
Let's fucking go, baby. Let's
that was on
fucking go.
September 18th, barely 2 weeks later.
Let's
We've been beaten.
fucking go, Cody. Absolute king. Get the bag, Cody. Yo, Steve Harvey, thank you so much for the 3 months, dude. Love you. I hope you're having a great night. Big kisses.
I gotta be honest with you here, this was a little bit heartbreaking. To have come this far and put in all this effort, I was kicking myself. If I had just moved a little faster, procrastinated a little less, I could have been the actual first one to document this game. At the same time, though, I was happy for Cody and also mystified by the
No,
fact
he
that
wasn't.
he'd somehow gotten the password for his cartridge. I mean, we all know how I got the password for my version, but how the hell did Cody get his? Well, strap in, because Cody's journey to get his cartridge's password is even crazier than my own.
Mark helped Cody, bro.
Over on that
would be
Obscure
so
Gamers forum thread from the
amazing.
beginning of this
would be
video,
like a movie.
Cody tells the full story. In short, he was able, through a friend, to meet in person with the IT director of McDonald's in his country, presumably McDonald's France. Upon seeing the McDonald's DS, this IT guy freaked out, said don't move, and then brought it to the desk of none other than the CEO. Truly the Scott, president of Domino's Pizza, of this particular story. It turns out the CEO... Truly the Scott, president of Domino's Pizza, of this particular story.
What is that, bro? What did I just see?
It turns out the CEO's wife is
that
Japanese,
Hatsune
and she
Miku?
herself had actually worked at McDonald's Japan corporate, meaning she knew exactly who to contact about Cody's problem. Weeks later, Cody found himself on an email chain with employees from McDonald's Europe, McDonald's UK, McDonald's Australia, and, of course, McDonald's Japan. This email chain, according to Cody, was loaded with information including scans of PDFs of the game's manual, but unfortunately they weren't able to give him a password as the individual passwords were set by individual McDonald's store management. Now, a lot of people would have given up there, but not Cody. He kept going. And the actual explanation of what Cody did next is pretty technical and honestly way above my head, but at this point, Cody actually dove into the code itself.
Cody is so fucking sick, bro. This guy just like is just like, oh yeah, like I got my brother. I fucking pay to win. You know what I mean? The virgin pay to win versus the Chad contact corporate and hack the game yourself.
He took apart the game's ROM and comparing the McDonald's training cartridge's save data with other DS games and began
So
to find
sick,
similarities.
bro. Cody rocks.
Then, incredibly, Cody made a huge discovery. He stumbled across a string of code in the game that contained translations of the 2-character hex code for every single letter and number in the password screen. From there, he kept hunting and then found the entry in the code for crew members. And at that point, he had everything he needed. The username? LE1038. And the password he needed? 000 000 0.
No
He was in.
fucking way, dude.
I could not stop smiling when I first read Cody's story.
absolute
This guy had
fucking
jumped through
way.
about 1 billion hoops and roadblocks to solve a very inconsequential mystery, and to me that made me feel like he and I are kindred spirits in a way. But also, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little heartbroken that Cody had ultimately beaten me to the punch. But the irony wasn't lost on me either. This entire time, without either one of us knowing it, Cody and I had been racing in parallel neck and neck to the same finish line. And unfortunately for me, Cody had beaten me fair and square by just a couple of days. Still, I was determined to make this adventure worth it.
This guy beat you straight up. This guy fucking
I had
demolished
come
you.
too far to just throw all this away because someone else had beaten me to putting this on YouTube. And after thinking about it for a while, I think I figured out what I can do. See, as of today, the only 2 people we know for sure have access to this game are Cody and myself.
Bro, he releases the game just to get back at Cody for beating him. I can't believe this guy. Bro, I literally can't believe this guy. Oh my god, I already know where this is going. He's gonna release the game to the public just to fuck over Cody. Dude, I can't, dude. I have completely, in the last 40 minutes, done a 180. Before I was like, dude, fuck you, Cody. Fuck you for not releasing this game, dude. Fuck you, dude. You're such a dick. You're an asshole. Release the game. Release the ROM. And now I'm just like, fuck this guy. He's so, like, he just sucks. And Cody's the Chad of the story. Cody's the protagonist. And this guy's the villain. And the villain is currently winning with his 900,000 view video.
And as cool as that scarcity is, I think I want this game to be something that everybody can enjoy.
I knew
And
it.
Cody's made it abundantly clear that he plans to never ever dump his copy. After spending months on this project and reading tons and tons of forum threads about it, one thing I feel pretty confident about is that people really want to see this game preserved, both just to check the game out for themselves and also out of principle. So, one last time, I reached out to Samuel about my idea, and Samuel put me in touch with a game preservationist named Scyther.
Do not mail that.
Scyther walked me through the process of using some software called God Mode 9 on my 3DS to dump the game cartridge itself in its entirety. The game cartridge itself and, crucially, my save file, since the game requires a password. And after jumping through a few hoops, we were successful. So, I'm happy to announce that if you or anyone else watching this video...
Dude, Cody is literally lawful good. He's like, no, I don't... It's not that I don't want you guys to have the game. It's that I must obey the law. He's lawful good. And this fucking guy is fucking chaotic evil. He's just like, I don't give a shit, bro. Cody beat me, and now I'm going to get his ass for it. I'm going to dump this, not because I want you guys to have it. Join my YouTube membership, by the way. But because I want to fuck over Cody.
This video wants to play this long-lost Japanese McDonald's training game for yourself. I've created a page on archive.org where I've uploaded the ROM and my save file and some basic instructions, and you can download it and start playing with it today. Have fun.
I'm going to play it. I don't give a shit. I'm going to play this.
It's only recently, now that this whole thing is over, that I've been able to reflect on just how bizarre and uniquely international this journey was. The quest to get my hands on this game involved a German 3DS hacker, a pseudonymous French rival, a game archivist from the Czech Republic, international smuggling, and, for the second time in my life, the Japanese arm of an American fast food company. I still don't really understand why this keeps happening, why I seem fated to pursue these trivial stories about companies like Domino's Japan or McDonald's Japan. And though I don't know how things turned out this way, there's one thing I know for sure. I'm loving it.
Fucking, no, dude, Jesus fucking, dude. Dude, nah, absolutely, no, dude, no. Absolutely not, bro. Want to help add subtitles in your language? Did this guy get hacked or something? What is this, an ad? What is this shit? What do you... What? Download the dumped training game here. Okay, I gotta fucking figure out how I can play this. Does he plug the Patreon? Nah, he does not. I don't think so. Does he? I don't know.
Menu theme that you heard at the very end of this video. I couldn't have done it without her. I subscribe button. I now have a join button under my videos.
Yeah,
basically,
we noticed, man. We noticed. Okay, the video is sponsored by... Wait, unironically, it actually is sponsored by Bai. Dude, I'm never gonna make it in this YouTube world. I'm not. I don't have it in me. I really don't think so. I can stream, I can do this, but I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me, dude. What are you out of your mind? Does he even say that in the video? That's crazy, man. And maybe illegal, I don't know. Anyway, all right, well, I'm gonna play this game at some point, for sure. You need a hip younger brother. That's so true, man. I gotta ask my parents to like adopt another child or something. I can't play it right now. I'd have to set up the capture card. Wink, wink. He said he got the cart because they worked out a sponsorship deal. Wait, did he actually say that? I don't remember that. I think he just said he was super stoked that they worked it out for him. Yeah, I don't know, man. That to me, this video is brought to you by, let's see here. Let me do one quick cursory checkup. Interesting. Someone told me this guy got canceled. I don't know. Oh. Oh. I don't know. I'm not gonna read that. Anyway, gotta get that buy money. I'm not gonna read that. Anyways, guys, next variety stream I will be playing this fucking McDonald's training game. Actually, this can make a good video. What if my video about this game is like me watching some of this video and then me playing it, maybe in the same, I don't know, 3-video trilogy. Nah, I don't want to just upload just that react. I don't know, make it 15 minutes. I was so thirsty and I realized there were no drinks in my room. Now, normally at a time like this, I would just go downstairs and get a drink. But however, I had been live for 5 hours and 53 minutes and it was 1 a.m. in the morning. And I thought maybe I should just end my stream and then go get a cup of water and have as much water as I please without being on someone else's timetable. You're good at this? Maybe you're right, dude. Maybe I could get into this. I think I get it now. I think this video is like a master class in how to just fucking become a milkman. Let me tell you something. Jesus fucking Christ. Anywho, fellas, I think I'm gonna head off. I don't really know. Love you, buddy. Boys, I appreciate anyone who stuck around for the reaction.